And then walk it over to the other side. And back to center. And we'll tuck that to under, push it back into a downward dog. Again, thinking about engaging those back muscles. And then we'll walk it out. And push your heels into the mat. And then bring the other leg up again, foot towards the glutes, knee towards the ceiling. Really trying to distribute your weight equally between the hands and foot. And pulling through into a pitching. Another thing to note here, don't go off to one side. Again, you want to keep these hips really square. And if you're more flexible than I am, you want to be trying to get this shin in line with the front of your mat. And then we'll lower it down. And walk it over to one side. And over to the other side. Okay, I'm coming back to center. Pop it back into a downward dog. This time we'll try to stay more stationary here, so just pushing those heels into the mat as much as you can. And then we'll bring it down into a tabletop. So our legs should feel pretty stretched out by now, so we'll get into our upper body. Into the wrists, big circles. And we'll go the other way. I'm going to turn my hands out to the sides, moving side to side. And then we'll turn the hands to face us. This one, the further away from your body the wrists are, the more of a stretch you're going to feel. And then we'll flip the hands underneath the opposite way, fingers still pointing towards us. And then we'll bring it up, shake it out. Okay, now we'll go back into our tabletop. We're going to lace one arm through. So you're going to want to bring that arm through until your shoulder is touching the ground. Then you're going to want to take this hand that's in front of your face and push back. You should feel this behind, like where your shoulder blade is. This is one of my favorite stretches. And we'll bring it out. Same thing on the other side. Lace this arm through. Put that hand in front of your face, if you didn't want to stretch, pushing back with the arm that's in front. Okay, and moving back into our tabletop position. We'll do our next few stretches just seated. We're going to cross the arm over. So this one, the most common thing I see people do is really bring their shoulder up. So I want you to think about bringing your shoulders down and back and then crossing the arm over. Make sure you aren't grabbing your joint. You want to be grabbing the arm on either side. And then we'll switch sides, same thing, keep that shoulder really down and back. And release. We'll do one more little stretch for our shoulders, interlacing the fingers. And you're going to want to try to keep your back flat for this. Bring your palms up to where you feel a nice stretch. And we'll release. We're going to switch which pinky is on top and do the exact same thing. Again, trying to maintain that flat back. Okay, just bring the legs out in front of us, flexed feet. So this is going to be a bit of a full body stretch. We want to get into the calves, but also into the back. Just going to relax down with the back. If your neck's tense, you can move it from side to side. Feel this all along your spine and in the calves. And then we'll slowly roll up vertebrae by vertebrae, starting lower. And finally getting into our neck. A back bend stretch. So these are back bend push-ups. Things I want to see with this, keep your shoulders down and back. If your shoulders are coming up, that's really not going to be beneficial for you. You also want to keep your hips on the mat. So I don't want to see this stuff happening. You want to keep the hips down and just go to where you feel a good stretch. And if that means bringing your hands out a bit further, that's totally fine. I just don't want the hips raising and not getting into the muscles we actually want to stretch. So we'll do 10 of these. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and on the last one, we're just going to hold here. So again, really thinking about keeping those shoulders down and back. If you feel like you can get a little bit more of a stretch, go for it. And keeping the hips on the ground. And if you want a bit more of a stretch, bring your feet up and try to look at your toes. And coming down. We're going to stay on our tummies here. And this next exercise, we're going to be really thinking about engaging our core. I want you to think about engaging your core more than your back in this one. And we're just going to come up. We'll do 10 of these. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and last one, bring it down. Okay, we're going to go back into another downward dog, but this time we're going to be working a bit more on our shoulder strengthening. So coming into this downward dog, again, really thinking about not using our traps to hold this, but our lower back muscles. We're going to get a little bit of a bend and come up. We'll do 10 of these. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and last one.